Okay, stream is live. We're here. I'm Dan.
I'm Jordan. We're going to be watching some stuff here and observing what we see. That's a really robotic way to say it.
Yeah, that was a really
But
weird
that's how
way
I've
to
said
say
it.
that. Yeah, yeah. We're watching The Clown Murders today. It's a movie with John Candy before he got into comedy.
Yep. Tried to pursue a serious career as a dramatic actor in this cinema. Then he started doing comedy stuff, silliness, frivolity.
Waste of
Uncle
everybody's
Buck.
time.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
could have been a distinguished actor, winning awards.
But instead, we got Wagons East as his final movie.
It's a good movie. I like
That's
that
actually
one.
a great film. I really love that one too. Okay, so should we jump in or should we say, hey, subscribe to the channel if you wanna and you're kicking around?
Well, that'd be cool if they're a person who likes comedy, then yeah, by all means subscribe because you're going to get more of that. So that'd be cool. If you want to like this, share it, if you want to leave a comment while we're watching it. We have the ability to read it too.
Are you gonna monitor the chat, Jordan?
I will. I'll monitor
Perfect.
the chat if anybody wants to say something.
I just saw a
I'll say
flash of
something
light on
first.
your face there, so it looked like you had just opened the screen there to monitor the chat.
I did. It's open now. I'm going to say hi and hello.
Okay, good. I thought you were gonna try to pick somebody up there, like, hi. What are you doing later today?
Well, I would ask them that, and hopefully the answer would be watching more breaking the news content. Because ideally, they're just watching it all day long. That'd be good.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us. If you're here watching with us, if you're here for the first time, welcome. We have a little thing we like to do with our new viewers where we haze them a little bit, It's a small hazing, though, not a serious one.
Yeah, it's a small hazing. It's about, I don't know, what would you say, Dan? 2 hours?
Pretty small, yeah, probably 2.5.
Yeah.
Nothing too serious.
Nope.
So, okay, well, we'll get the hazing out of the way after the fact. And for the rest of you out there, you know the drill. We're going to watch something. We're going to have some fun laughing with it and having a good time.
Yeah, and this is something that I've never seen before. I can't speak for Dan, but this is new to me.
I have not seen
As it
this
is to
movie
you.
either, no. In my, my kind of my everyday sort of research into clowns and murdering and stuff, which usually just turns up John Wayne Gacy stuff most of the time. But in this instance, it turned up this movie, so.
Well, John Wayne Gacy's probably the most famous clown murderer of all, although that's a weird way to say it because he didn't murder clowns, and people could be easily confused by the way I phrase that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to be clear, yeah, John Wayne Gacy was not a murderer of clowns.
But I think he's probably the most notorious, the most infamous of clowns who murdered.
Can you name even one other clown that's murdered? I'd assume the members
Yes.
of the Insane Clown Posse had murdered someone, but I've never heard of that. I'm assuming
they're
they'd
insane,
plead
so they-
insanity. Yeah, I wouldn't really be convicted, but
So then they'd be killers, I guess, because murder is a conviction.
right. Got on a technicality there. So who's the other killing clown you know of?
Well, it would be a fictional clown. It'd be Pennywise the
Oh,
clown
right, It. From the movie It.
from the movie It,
Right.
as opposed to the movie That, which is another movie that could be out there. I don't know. I just made that up.
Okay. Perfect. Well, this is what you're going to see, but with a movie playing in the background. So shall we just jump in?
Yeah, let's
Time to
jump on in.
Okay, here we go. The Clown Murders. Magnum Pictures. So you know it's big. We should pull up in our cars too. Here, there we go. Now we're in the. Now he showed up now.
Hey, right on. Just in time for the polo.
Look at that. John Candy gets top billing. Special guest appearance by Al Waxman as the police sergeant.
Are you familiar with Al Waxman? Do you know of him?
No, I'm not, but he must be notable if he gets a special guest appearance credit all to himself.
Must be.
What's going on? What are we cheering for?
I don't know. We're supposed to.
You know, nothing better sums up the human condition than what we just heard just then.
Got that right.
Why are we cheering? Because we're supposed to.
Well, you know, it's true. That's why they do it.
Wonderful. Maybe we should just have that at the start of all of our videos. Please, or begin cheering now.
And people just get into a furious, yes, give us more.
Oh, we need this. We love it. We want. Both of our versions of cheering were kind of like semi-angry at the thing we were cheering at. It seemed like
More like jeering than cheering.
it was more like jeering than cheering.
But you get cheers and jeers anytime you're going to get cheers. You know, you run the risk of boos and jeers and hisses, people throwing things.
It's true. Although I assume that doesn't happen very much at a polo match. People are throwing their beer cans and yelling chants at the, "Hey, nice riding to the horse there, buddy. What, you got a mallet? What's that, a mallet? Nice mallet."
I've never attended a polo game, so I couldn't speak to the type of crowds that they attract. But I could see rabble-rousers being there.
Gordon, they tend to keep the riffraff away from polo matches. As a guy who's been to many polo matches and been removed immediately for being riffraff, I can tell you, they like to keep the riffraff out and get them out right quick.
A more civilized crowd.
They don't even like it when you kind of stand on the fence and just like look over the fence to see what's going on. They'll kick you out for that too.
You're getting a bit of the experience without having to pay. So
Right.
yeah, they don't like that.
Right. The minute somebody sees you, they're like, "I say, there's a bit of the rabble out there trying to enjoy this cultured event."
But the nice thing is they put on white gloves before they pummel you.
Right. Bouncers at polo games are some of the nicest bouncers you'll ever want to meet. They don't have brass knuckles. They have solid gold knuckles.
Jeez. Mine are just made of bone.
Right.
Up here, up here. Come on, move it up, move it up, move it up. Come on, let's go. What's this?
It's just the beeper on my phone. Relax. Allison, did you get that, hon?
Hello.
Wait a minute. My telephone.
I'm sorry, I can't speak for Mr. Sutherland. No, this is his wife. His secretary is at the office.
Oh, usually when I call his car phone number, I get his secretary. Usually when I call him at the hotel, I get his secretary as well. So it's very unusual, you have to understand, to be talking to his wife right now.
That was quite the car phone there, too. The old rotary style.
Yeah. Didn't even ring. That's how far we've come in cell phone technology. Now phones ring. They don't just go, "Eh."
It's an annoying buzzer, like you've done something wrong.
It's a polo game or a business meeting?
Come on,
I'll be back in a minute.
get back to the game.
Sutherland here. Harold. You read that? Well, right now it's all talk. But if we can buy a ball club and bring it here, we will. Hell, Montreal's in the big league ball. Harold, listen. There's more to life than just building apartment buildings.
Great. I'll meet you at the farm on Wednesday.
Right.
Bingo. The deal's going through.
The farm?
At our price.
Well, you wouldn't think they'd be able to cram all those apartments onto that land. 14.
Duty call.
I'm coming.
Did you have an observation there?
Yeah, not a lot of respect for the grass there.
Yeah, usually you drive on a road. Yeah, exactly. Good point.
This guy's driving all over the grass. I bet you the fella that cuts that grass isn't very impressed.
He's just looking on like, oh, man, come on.
That might wind up being the killer.
Wouldn't blame him.
They actually let one of the old Ridley boys back.
Well, if it isn't the Bobbsey twins, how are you?
They've been gone 3 years. You don't even call up your old buddies when you get back.
Came back for the big game, didn't I?
You playing?
I sure am.
You got a horse?
Ford, one of yours knew you wouldn't mind. Hey, Peter, you still dragging in the big bucks?
Enough to keep me broke. Look, I'm sorry I had to pull the plug in your mind down there, but
Easy come, easy go.
I just couldn't keep my people convinced to keep the money. Let's get down to brass tacks. How were the women down there, huh?
I bet they're all black, running around, lungs out to here. Hey, God, can you get over it? 3 years down in Tahiti?
80.
Haiti, Tahiti? What's the difference? I mean, women are women.
Up here, Tony!
Isn't that his wife right there?
I don't know. I had to check our inbox because we got an email.
Oh,
So I had to jump over to the inbox.
what did
And
it
it
say?
says platform notifications. It says, dear developer, your Google Cloud project Starlit Granite 328121 was shut down on
Oh,
October
yeah.
6th.
Oh, sorry. None of this needs to be heard by anybody. That's all stuff behind the scenes that I've been working on. So nothing to worry about there. Nothing to worry about
Okay.
there.
I just didn't know. I had to monitor the inbox in
Good.
case one of
Thank
them
you for
things
checking
come
the
through.
inbox. Yes, we don't want to get shut down again simply for stealing other people's content. This doesn't seem right.
No, it doesn't.
If the internet isn't for stealing other people's content, what is it for, Jordan?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway,
Ready to jump back in, or do we want to talk more about our behind-the-scenes Google Cloud projects we're working on?
I gotta get back to the YouTube page. Hold on.
Don't you just have tabs? Does your browser not have tabs?
we're working on. Yeah, it's got tabs, but
Okay. I just heard myself
gotta-
there. That tab wasn't muted, I take it.
I muted it after.
Okay,
I wasn't
good.
quick enough. There's a lot of things going on at once here.
A lot
This is-
happening. A lot happening. I know. You've got 2 tabs to manage. You're like really overwhelmed there.
Yeah, see, you know how it is.
I totally
Okay.
know how it is. On my end, it's
Right.
like 1 tab and the whole system just runs perfectly. So I totally feel you.
Okay, sorry for spilling the beans on your Google project there.
That's okay. No worries.
Okay.
I may as well tell her that's so we can get live notifications going on our website. So that when we're live and you're on our website, just boom, it pops up and says we're live and you can watch it right there. You don't have to go through all this YouTube rigmarole.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool. Yeah.
So we'll let
Let's
you know
back
when we
to some
get that
clown
going.
Murders.
Yeah.
Heads up!
Charlie,
Hey, Ollie.
good to see you again.
How are you?
You're back in town.
Tell me you're still hanging around with these guys, huh?
Yeah, well, somebody's got to take care of them.
I bet you didn't even recognize him without a donut in his hand.
Well, some people never change. Hey, it was a nice clip you gave Philip out there.
Hey, there he is, Mr. Candy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good too. Now I should let everybody know this frame of a horse that I'm paused on is not who I'm talking about when I say John Candy. He's the human being from a few seconds ago.
That's right. But this horse is Mr. Candy, who went on to do pretty good at a lot of derbies, not the Kentucky, none of the big ones.
And not the
Small
Kentucky
derbies.
Derby, just smaller derbies. I wonder how Kentucky got lead derby. Like, why Kentucky? You don't think of Kentucky when you think of... I guess you do now, but back in the day, were you thinking, oh, Kentucky, that's the place to be. If I want to do a derby, then this is the place.
Yeah, it must have had a population of a lot of horse riders. And they were like, we got to do something with all these horses. You know, we've ridden them.
Oh, just an act. Just an act.
Sure. Too bad you didn't kill that bastard. I'll tell you, he gets in my way.
Come on, Rosie, pick up on me. Where the hell are you? You're right like my client.
This is a diet?
Of course. Croissant pâté aren't fattening, contrary to popular opinion. Not like souffle. You see that Charlie's back.
Yeah, I noticed.
More croissant?
Hey, hey. You should have married her while you had the chance, man.
You know, Rosie, for a bachelor, you give out an awful lot of marital advice. You're just happy because of Philip's bet. What's that? The bet. He bet $200 against himself when he found out you two were on the same team.
Oh, go on.
What can I tell you?
What's that?
There's a nice shot back, Ed. Come on, quit hogging it, Philip.
How do they convince these horses to play polo?
Well, they must try them in a bunch of different sports, and then whichever one the horse likes the most is the one they go into, I would think.
It seems like the horse is doing a lot of the work here. Like, if soccer was just you're riding a horse and you like every so often you kick a ball into the net, that doesn't really seem like you're the star.
I actually do think they should integrate horses into soccer. I'm a big advocate of that. But I also wonder if the horse gets a point for the polo match, just like the player on their back would.
Right. They track them.
Yeah, because like you said, if it was soccer and there was a horse, then, you know, the player would get the point, not the horse.
Do you think they carry, well, not carry, do you think they have on the bench like a spare horse? So like, you know, in hockey, if you break your stick, you like reach over, you're like, hey, give me a new stick, and they just get a new stick. Here, your horse breaks its leg, you just shoot it in the head, and then another horse hops on, and you just keep going?
I would think so, yeah.
What makes
if
sense?
They're professionals.
Right.
Only an amateur would go into something like this without backups, you know.
Right, exactly.
I'm warning you, Rosie. Pull it. Ow! Ow! Next time it won't be your knee.
How did he injure him?
I think he hit him with his stick or something. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Might have had his horse bite him.
He said, "Ew."
Yeah, he just started screaming, "Oh, my knee, my knee."
You gotta be tougher if you're gonna play a game like polo. No?
Yeah.
Gotta be strong.
Kick his ass! Oh. Like your husband, he's gonna get a pole stick up his ass.
Take a look over there.
You know, getting a polo stick up the ass would be uncomfortable, no doubt. But more so depending on which end they try to put in first.
I mean, yeah, for my taste, I prefer it to just be the stick end as opposed to the mallet end for sure. What about you? What do you prefer there?
I don't have much of an opinion on it.
Either way.
But it's interesting. Either way, yeah.
If they did the Maladin, they'd have to like, you know how you have to like twist things in sometimes when the hole is a little too small? So you push the one end through and then twist it so the other end can come through.
But then the worst part would be over because you'd be so mangled. You wouldn't be worried about the small handle. If
Like,
they start with the handle, then you got all that anticipation.
You're just like,
Getting
yeah, I
up to
got
the
this.
mallet.
I got this. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. Oh my God.
Right. It would be the reverse, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's true. So it just depends on where you want your pain to take place.
Mm-hmm.
That, I don't know if any of that had anything to do with the actual movie here or not.
Well, it must have been foreshadowing. You know, there's polo, which is a sport with horses, and sometimes horses die, which is how you get your murder.
Right. Yeah. I don't know where the clowns come in exactly, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Possibly, I can foresee at least a dozen of us.
What do you think the reaction's going to be in Chicago?
Well, I won't know until the report comes in with the surveyors.
These guys are real estate.
moguls. Icons. Getting ominous now.
Yep, there's a building, and the suspense is building. See, that's good filmmaking.
Great filmmaking. Spielbergian.
The water pump.
Hello, Tom.
They're really trying to imply that Tom is the killer here.
Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it?
He's about to kill.
Here's Avenue across there to Ward Bend down. Charlie! Can't stay away from the old hunting grounds, huh?
Hello? Say I was just driving.
Listen, Tom, can you maybe cut the heads off those chickens a few meters away from our business meeting we're having here?
Yeah, that was awkward, and Tom didn't even say a single word of dialogue there.
He has to be the murderer, right?
I mean, they're pretty heavily implying that.
Well, right now
Unless
it's
he's going to be the hero.
Yeah, well, right now it's even odds he's the murderer or the hero. That's just what I was going to say there.
I'm going with murderer.
Fine.
Me too.
Make yourself at home. Say hello to the people.
I can't remember a movie where the hero had cut off even one chicken's head during the course of the movie. Never mind multiple.
In a silent, like, tense moment, you know.
Hey, Tom! That's a very odd greeting, Tom.
Just going to go build a building over here now.
Yeah, most people would say hello, but up to you.
Yeah.
I see you've made a few changes here.
Yep. Civilization seems to be creeping in on everyone around here, which is why I'm here with Hal. His company.
Was there like a speck of water on the camera there?
I see you've made a few changes here.
Yep.
Mm.
Civilization seems to be.
There is, by that guy's ear. Look at that. There's like water on the camera lens.
His company.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Incidentally, Charlie.
Yeah, like in James Cameron's Titanic. You know, a film that you would expect there to be lots of water on the lens. You never see water on the lens.
I think most of that water he used was probably digital, though.
Digital water.
Yeah, so it's easy to not get it on the lens because it's all inside the computers,
All fake.
which actually is the worst place for water.
Yeah, that's true. That's how you wreck your computer. Don't get any water in there.
Yeah, you got to be careful. But when you're James Cameron's caliber of filmmaker, which is pretty high,
Yeah.
you know a thing or two about keeping your water and your camera separate.
Some of your junk is stored in the loft of the barn. I was wondering if you could possibly, get it out.
Oh, sure. There's no sense leaving junk around. All right.
I'll catch you before you go. Charlie. Good to see you.
You know, it's weird that Tom waits for someone to make eye contact with him.
Yeah, he's not really just doing a job. He's like, that's how primary method of communication for him.
So far, yeah. Quite bizarre.
Hey, Jordan, did your configuration change a little bit? Because you seem to be like looking off to like nowhere.
Oh, you know what that is? Is because I've got Skype open in another window.
Understood.
So that I
Okay.
can see the chat.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to position
Yeah, switch them
these
around.
correct.
You know, if you drag
God, I
it
don't-
to like the
that's
side of your window, like if you like grab the top and this is now a Windows tutorial stream. But if you grab the top and like drag it over to the side of the screen, it'll snap to it,
Right.
and then you can use
You
the
know what
other
the
one
problem
to do
is?
the same thing.
The issue is making the window of YouTube big enough that I can see the chat and like do anything with that at the same time as
Ooh.
trying to center Skype.
I see. Are you just on YouTube, or how are you handling that?
Yeah. I got YouTube open in a tab here.
I see. There's a way to
Here, I think I got it.
detach the chat, I think.
Oh, is there?
I think so. But instead of making this kind of an all-purpose tutorial stream, let's just continue on with the movie.
Pop out chat. For those in the chat, which doesn't look like anybody right now, but for me, I'm in there. You can pop out the chat and then put it in a separate window. I just learned that.
Pretty sweet.
All right. See, now I'm looking more centered. Oh,
Yeah, see that looks better, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? You just like kind of freaked out there for a second. You're like, now I can see. Oh my god, what?
It went off like if the window got too big.
The chat's taking over the whole screen now. You gotta pop it out.
All right. I got it set perfectly
Okay,
now.
this is better.
This is prime.
Because now it looks
Primo.
like you're like with us rather than just like kind of staring off into space.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Let's continue on with the clown murders. Now.
Mr.
Harrison. I thought they'd have buried you by now.
Well, they're trying, sir. They're trying with their great 30-story tombstones over there.
You won't even be around to see them.
The land is farmed by one of the locals, but his lease can be canceled on 1 week's notice.
Well, that's important.
Tell me, what happens to the farmhouse?
He wants
the
to
deal
do
goes
another
through, the
chicken, but he
farmhouse will be
needs
the first
to
thing to be torn down.
see stuff on.
Jesus.
My wife will be.
It's like they may not be paying attention to me, but if I look in their eyes, still counts.
Yeah, Tom's got a bizarre intensity.
I wonder what his position here is. He's got to be the killer, right?
Chicken killer.
Yeah, he's killed like
can't be
4
chicken.
chickens at least.
Yeah, but he's killing them. He's not murdering them. Big difference.
True.
Because you can't charge Tom criminally with a chicken murder. But you could say he killed a number of chickens.
Right. Chickens don't have rights. Not yet.
Not yet.
If you'd like to help Jordan and I fight for chickens to have rights, then we haven't really figured out a path for you to do that yet. Because we're not even there yet. You know, we don't even think chickens should have rights yet. But when we do think they are going to have rights, then we'll tell you how you can help us do that.
Yeah, make a sign, make a T-shirt, fund a coup. But that's up to you.
Or a coop.
A coop.
Like a
Yeah, the
chicken
P is
coop.
silent. I meant coop.
A
I
chicken
meant
coop. Yeah.
I was saying French.
Hey,
French
chicken
coup.
coop. Yeah.
Le coup.
Upset to see it's their old family home.
So eventually the swimming pool will be right where the house is.
What the hell?
Did he seriously not notice a dude chopping the heads off of chickens like 2 feet away from him? Did he seriously not notice that?
That's a good question, because you'd think you would notice the chicken before it got to you.
Yeah. I feel like that would be my prime focus. The moment I saw a guy chopping the heads off of chickens while I'm doing a business meeting, I'd be like, what the fuck's that guy doing?
It's almost as if Tom was able to guide that chicken to that man somehow.
After the fact. After he cut his head off.
Yeah, he was able to send it like a bambuchu.
I don't know what a bomb... Oh, a bomb-chew. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, I know what you mean. From Zelda.
Yeah, the little mouse-looking bombs.
Yeah.
They, you know.
This was a chicken and it didn't explode. Those were basically the only differences.
Yeah, other than that, they're identical.
Easy.
There, sir.
You all right?
Aye.
Hey, whose writing is that?
Oh, that's Miss Allison, sir. She packed all this stuff away after you and she... she was married now, sir, to Mr.
To Philip, yeah.
Aye, sir, to Mr. Sutherland.
Not the story.
Here, hold this.
Tom! If you've been told once, you've been told a dozen times never to do this in front of the house. Now take it in the back of the barn.
He's been told a dozen times, don't cut chicken's head off in front of the house.
Which means he does it a lot.
How many times did they just not catch him? The 12 is the times they said something.
And why are they trying to suppress Tom's natural instinct?
I'd say they're probably just worried that at some point Tom will begin chopping the heads off of people.
I can't see how. People and chickens are very different. People have fewer feathers.
True. No wings.
Less beaks. No wings.
They have normal feet too, not those weird chicken claws.
Yeah.
Nice boy, Tom.
Aye, he's a good lad.
Is he?
Harrison, do the Sutherlands come out here often?
Oh, no, sir, hardly at all. And that's why the place is falling to ruin. Don't get the wrong idea, sir. Mr. Sutherland has been very kind. He's found jobs for me and Tom over at his polo club for when is all this torn down. But it's not like when you and Miss Allison were together, sir, and when you were the master here.
Charlie, are you there? Charlie, you gonna be long?
What did he say?
He asked if you're going to be long, sir.
Charlie!
Coming.
Did a picture of a shirtless Charlie and his wife just fall out of those boxes that he dropped on the ground in front of him there? Is that what happened?
I believe so. I sense a certain animus between Charlie and this other man.
Well, shouldn't the other man be mad at Charlie for, like, screwing his wife rather than the other way around? Charlie's all pissed off with him?
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact details of their history, but it seems like there's been a trading places type incident where Charlie's been removed from this situation. He used to have all the stables, the horses, kind of ran the place, you know. And then this other guy stepped in and just took his wife. And then everything else. But he didn't move the wife to a new place. No. He keeps the place where Charlie's at.
Wife.
And he keeps the wife and he keeps all the stuff.
This is all good stuff. No need to get rid of it.
So what has Charlie got?
Like if you move into a house and there's a nice DVD player, you keep that. You don't just chuck it in the trash.
He's probably got Charlie's DVD player.
No, this movie has done nothing to explain itself yet here.
Yeah. And there's been 0 clowns.
True. And no murders.
Nope. Hold on. Is John Candy in any more of this movie?
That's what I was just thinking. I was just thinking that. He's in like one scene where he's just like, hi, and then he leaves, and that's the whole bit of him in the movie?
I hope not. I hope we get more John Candy content here.
God, what a star, though, right? Comes in, does 20 seconds of screen time, and gets top billing?
Yeah, he probably filmed that in a day.
If that. Filmed in an hour. One take. Okay, bye. I'm out of here.
Off the SCTV.
Where's craft services? Okay, see ya.
Yeah. Well, he must have hit craft services before because he was already eating food in his scene.
That's true. He's like, I'll do the scene, but only if I can be eating out throughout the entire thing.
Chalk it all up to money management. All right. Coming out.
See you, Charles.
All right, Teddy.
You gotta go for one.
You're going for one?
Let's have it.
You're
One in
going?
there. One little fit.
You're going? I think you're gone. Now. Thanks.
Well, you'll have your ace now.
You think? I'll settle for this. 20 pays 21.
You're a sharp apple. You're clever by a half. Keep the chips. There's more interesting things around here than money.
We have a series of chicken corpses with no heads on them.
Going at it over there, huh?
You know, that's what happens when it really gets me. You see that new guy over there with the glasses, Randall? His wife will give him maybe one more shot at it. Bingo. Should drag him out of there before he knows what's hit him. He's got the mind of a cash register.
I told you, now for heaven's sake, get out of this game. You're a born loser. Well, look, every time we go out anywhere, it's supposed to be fun, and all you do is lose all the money. This is supposed to be a party. We're having fun.
Now, as soon as he leaves, Compton will drop out.
You can count me out as well, too.
It's only 25 to 1.
Right. Now it's Philip and Peter. Philip, the original game nut. Backgammon, poker, Monopoly. You name it, he'll play it. He loves his games.
What about Peter?
Backgammon, poker, Monopoly, Russian roulette, rock, paper, scissors, barrel of monkeys, game of life, you name it, he'll play it. Tiddlywinks. Played it.
Hopscotch.
Played it.
He's a gamesman.
Yeah.
I thought he was shifty when he was a real estate mogul, but I can respect making a living playing poker and gambling.
Well, not only poker, Jordan. He'll also play Candyland competitively at a high level.
Right? Cranium.
Trivial Pursuit. He's got it all locked down.
Yeah.
Hanabi. Even the obscure ones he's got.
Yeah.
He'll do
Batman
okay as long as he
Flux.
doesn't lose his nerve. and
Batman
start drinking.
Flux!
And when
Yes.
Peter starts drinking, he can just go to pieces. We better start figuring out what you're going to wear for Halloween.
What do you mean what I'm gonna wear?
For the big party. Everybody's going to be dressed up.
You mean a good old-fashioned costume party?
He was a little too pissed off by like, what do you mean what I'm gonna wear?
As if he was wearing a costume already.
Right, he's like, I've already got a costume on, did you not notice?
Yeah, a Charlie costume.
I sure do.
I'll be there.
I got to start taking the orders as usual for the costumes. So I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Taking the orders for the costumes? That's weird.
As usual, so this is not something that is new to him either. He's like, yeah, every year I take the orders for the costumes.
Like you're taking a coffee order, you know? Like, yeah, I'll have 2 sexy policemen, one slutty nurse,
And a Gandalf.
and a Gandalf. Yeah.
A Gandalf the white, though, please. No gray.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, before you bust up, I'm going to take your orders for the Halloween party.
And by that, I mean, what costumes would you like me to buy for you?
What a service.
Well, you were the people who wanted the party.
Harrison, do the Sutherlands come out here often?
Oh, no, sir.
One costume
He's having a
house.
flashback to that time in the bar and he dropped the boxes 10 seconds ago.
October 31st, same as every year.
Allison, when are we closing on the farm?
October 31st, midnight.
But it's weird.
All right.
It's weird that he didn't remember the boxes dropping part of that. He just remembered the chat with the old guy.
But he was like looking at the boxes. He was thinking about it. God, you remember that time I thought about dropping the boxes? Yeah, that was a good time. He does really dislike this guy.
I think he might murder him.
I have to make a meeting at the airport at 11:30. We'll leave early.
Great, you can come as a 747.
Cute. Talk to Allison. That's her department.
Yes, let the women handle it for God's sake.
Peter?
Hell, I don't know. I'll let you decide it.
What do you say to a little head on, Peter?
You've been sent out to talk to the women all?
No. In order to report all the fantasies you wish to enact on Halloween.
Ordered to report on fantasies. You're in dangerous territory. Mine was always to be like that famous dancer, you know, Isadora, wild and crazy, and to teach all those poor urchins to free themselves. It didn't quite work out that way.
You know, that's weird. Usually the chips would go into the middle of the table where the bets would be placed. But he's just reaching and grabbing that guy's chips right from his pile.
Yeah, the dealer's just like, I'll take those and those and those. Thank you.
Ridiculous.
You hadn't gone running off on another of your weird adventures. You could have had that pot. You could have married her. You too could have been a sportsman.
Give me a shot, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Okay, so what was that scene about? Charlie comes in, he drops his drink down like he's going to do something dramatic, and then that's it, just it. That's it.
Yeah, I was thinking Charlie's going to bankroll this guy, you know.
Right.
And yeah, they'll, out-gamble him.
Right.
And suddenly Charlie will have everything back.
Or at least it looks that way, and he goes deeper down in the gutter. That's what pushes him to the murders? Who's the murderer here?
Maybe John Candy.
No, I
He's
don't
been
think
taking all these orders for costumes. You know, he's figuring out what people are going to be dressed as. He'll know. No one else will know who the mummy is, who the Frankenstein is. He will have that information.
That's true. But he'll use that information to have sex with their wives, is what it seems like to me. Because he's out in the front dancing with the wife while they're in the club gambling. She's practically like ripping her clothes off around him. I want to be wild and free!
Next thing you know, they're dancing.
Right. But that's a euphemism for having sex in this instance. So.
Yeah.
How much you lose?
600.
How much?
900.
I was only off by a little bit.
Just can't resist getting some comedy in there. I was only off by a little bit. Bites a big meatball sandwich.
It's a good sandwich.
Anything but eat.
Well, let's face it, fellas. You got to give Philip a little credit. The man does have a certain amount of style.
Oh, like hell he has. Christ, if he didn't have Allison... Well, never mind her. If he didn't have her farm that he's selling... You know how much that land is worth?
One of these days, someone's really going to find a way to show him up. You already have? What do you mean? Well, you said if you didn't have Allison around to sign the papers.
Well, what do you propose? Ask her out on a date?
What was that all about, her having to be there to sign the papers a minute after midnight on Halloween, November 1st? Didn't he say something?
What kind of real estate deal is like, okay, I'll sell you my house, but you gotta come here October 31st as soon as the clock strikes midnight. That's when we sign the deal.
Them's the terms,
Those
baby.
are the terms.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
What, having to leave the party early?
Philip's a big land deal. Hey, just supposing, she wasn't around to sign the papers.
Sure. Let's kidnap her.
Nah, don't be crazy. We hide her, that's all. A joke.
How does that fundamentally differ from kidnapping?
Yeah, she wouldn't know the difference.
Lady, we're not kidnapping you. We're just tying you up and hiding you away until we get what we want from the person that we kidnapped you from. I mean, borrowed.
Hid.
What did we say hid you from? Right, hid. That's what we're going with.
This is a hiding. It's not a kidnapping, yeah.
Man, a joke. We just take her out somewhere to the stables or the woods or someplace, and we let her go after midnight. Hell, we haven't had a good caper together since that time we let the fox and the hounds into the clubhouse. You remember that?
That seems like a harmless prank, whereas this is kidnapping and potentially murder, it sounds like.
Yeah, fox and hounds are, first of all, they're best friends. The fox and the hound, obvious.
Right, exactly.
So they're not going to, do much fighting or anything like that if they're in a clubhouse. But secondly, this is one of multiple capers that they have perpetrated.
I wonder what some of the other capers are, because if they're as harmless as the fox and the hound prank, hey, remember that time we unscrewed the top of the salt shaker and when he poured it on, he got way too much salt? That's basically the same thing as kidnapping his wife and hiding his wife in the woods until we...
Yeah, I mean, all of our other stuff has been kind of mischievous fun, but let's just jump straight into kidnapping.
Yeah, remember we offered him that stick of gum, and when he went to get the gum, the little trap sprung on his hand and it snapped his finger?
It's not that different from, grabbing someone with a sack over their head, throwing them into a van, taking them out to the woods.
She's screaming, pleading for her life. It just makes the prank that much more hilarious.
Yeah. It's like that time we put a buzzer on our hands and went around shaking people's hands.
No, we can do that.
Just imagine what an idiot he'd make out of himself, though.
Well, hell yes. I mean, if he can't find Allison,
How's he gonna sign the papers on that land? He'll go bananas. I know how to do it.
Word, Ridley, Ridley, onward, fight right through that line. Da 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 da. Ridley, onward, fight right through. Keep the ball down.
Hold on here. First of all, this is a song no one knows, so there's no reason for them to know all the words to this nonsense.
What do you mean?
Unless
The lyrics are like da 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 da. I know the lyrics already.
What kind of gang has a song? It's one of the lamest things you could do as a gang.
All right. We find the woman just before midnight. We chuck her in the van. We put the blindfold over her face. We hit her with the chloroform. Now let's do our gang song. Ra da 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 da. Maybe this is how the mafia operates, and we just don't know that. They've
Probably.
been fostering
They're
this
happy
image on
bunch.
TV. It's more like The Sopranos than West Side Story, but really.
Yeah. Even when the mafia speaks, they're musical.
That's true. So behind
Bada
closed
bing,
doors,
bada boom.
it's like a drummer in your mouth.
Yeah, there's a certain musicality to it, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. If anybody out there is in the mafia and can tell us that it's secretly like a singing and dancing organization, please, we will keep you anonymous.
You rock, rock.
Great. You got our size. Nobody ever recognizes me.
Uh-oh.
Yes, so you'll change all those costumes to number 42? Yes, that's correct. Yeah, 30 of them. Yes, that's right. I know we only ordered 2 before, yeah. But the whole theme of the party's changed. Yes, I'd like to look at one other costume, please. It's on page 12. Yes, I'd like to quote a price on that.
Price I'd like to quote is 50 cents. Will you abide by this price?
A murderer's hand, perhaps?
I think so.
Good. Good. The lights work, so there's not a murderer there.
Excellent. I figured out what I needed to know here.
Murderers always cut the power before murdering.
They always hide in the dark, too, so... Ooh, creaky floorboards.
Hello?
Hallmark of a murderer.
Or poor carpentry. You might want to have your floorboards checked if they're squeaking that much. Not a single shirtless picture of him.
Were those just guns hanging on the wall?
Yeah, on a gun rack.
I mean, I don't own like 15 guns, so I couldn't really say, but does it seem like you'd put your gun up like art? Or would you just keep it somewhere you could get at it easily?
Well, any gun I've ever had has been lost in a boating accident. But I would say, yeah, you could display one if you had it.
Just one, but like a special one.
Yeah, like an ornamental thing, like, you know, a pistol or
Right.
I don't know. A sword, maybe, I guess.
A bowl with free guns. Please take one at the front door.
That's the way. That's a good way. Just have a gun bowl.
People talk about a gun barrel, but they forget about a gun bowl.
Hear what's going on out here?
Oh, no, sir. At least I shouldn't think so. We never hear anything from them. Another one of the gadgets he's got. Half price, of course. For the square dances that never got held on account of the smell of the barn. Oh, he's everything here from rock and roll to nursery rhymes.
What about the farmhouse? Is anyone ever in there?
Oh, no. And he, Mr. Sutherland, that is, won't even allow us in there. Not even for a drink of water.
What about at night?
No, not unless they're up for the weekend, and that's seldom enough. Oh, that's the laziest hand I ever hired. Look at him. Oh, no, Tom.
Damn you!
Tom.
Sorry, did Tom just electrify that fence and try to murder that guy?
I don't know if he was intending to murder him, but he certainly had something to do with him getting zapped there.
Yeah, I mean, how do we
Use
define
some sort
murder
of stick.
anymore?
Well, you gotta be convicted of it.
Man.
Yeah, you got to be convicted of it, or you got to be acquitted of it, but everybody knows you did it. That's the only way to define murder.
Wasn't it just a legal system thing? Not just like a technicality.
Well, yeah, otherwise it's a killing. Simple killing.
If you execute a guy, but the judge doesn't call it a murder, then it's just all good to go.
That's right. It's a totally different thing then.
Mr. Charles, there must be something we can do to stop those things.
Harrison, I really wish I knew the answer.
Take care now.
They're all the same.
Hush, boy, there's no way to talk.
Why did he come here?
I don't know.
Save our great queen. Long live our noble queen. God save our queen. And shut up! Don't you know enough to stand at attention for the damn black horse? You wouldn't know. People like you would not know those things.
Oh. Oh, Stuart, we were supposed to be the only ones dressed up as clowns.
Hey, everyone's wearing the same outfit.
Well, it's not my fault. I didn't order all those things.
Well, who the hell did? You can't turn around without bumping into another clown.
You know what's great about this? So I was just reading about how there's a clown shortage.
There's a clown shortage? Is there? What do they consider a shortage? Ireland specifically is short on clowns.
Yeah, they don't have enough clowns. It's a shortage, man. It's a clown drought.
What do they need them for?
Things. Entertaining
Clown
and
stuff?
whatnot. You know?
Don't they? Okay.
Clown business.
So Ireland hasn't moved past like the clown level of entertainment yet?
Well,
Do they have
I guess,
TV?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure they have TV. Irish TV. A lot of clown programs.
I guess there'd be a lot of clown programs. Are clowns the same in Ireland as they are over here?
They're a little bit different. They speak with an Irish accent, first of all,
Sure.
which they don't hear. And a lot of them, well, they can't be rodeo clowns because they don't have a lot of rodeos over there in little old Ireland.
Right.
So you get different types of clowns.
Clown shortage, hey?
Surly. Yeah, clown shortage, yeah.
Well, it's a noble profession. Been around longer
It's a
than a lot
profession.
of professions.
It's a profession.
Think about this. Being a clown has been around longer probably than like being a proper medical doctor.
Sure. Because even the king would have a jester.
Right. But
And there have
doctor
been
like
kings for a long time.
right, and like real doctors only came into existence like what? Like 100 years
100
ago?
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like doctors who are like, okay, well, we're going to have to pour lead into your orifice to figure out what's going on here.
Put some leeches on you and do some bloodletting.
Right. Drill a hole in your
Barbers used to do bloodletting. That's why the barber pole has the red stripes on it.
Because of blood?
Yeah, they used to hang bloody rags on their poles to let them dry.
And then it would like spin around?
In the wind, yeah, it would like flap around in the wind.
Good grief.
Yeah.
No, I'm just here for a haircut. Just the haircut. Just the haircut. Just the haircut. Today.
Aw.
Put the scalpel away.
Bloodletting.
Put it down. Just put the scalpel down. Again, just the haircut. Just the haircut. He's here for the... Not me. Not me. Haircut for me.
I gotta figure barbers have been around for a long time too.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, people would be eager to cut their hair. And as soon as you discover something sharp, you've got a barber, you know.
True. Still, I think a barber and a clown are probably same level of prestige, right? In terms of years served.
Sure.
No, that really is funny.
It's not bad.
All right, we'll finish dressing, and we'll meet you back here right after we get Allison, all right?
All right.
Oh, Peter, what about the golf carts?
Oh, they're over on the other side by Philip's car.
There's no
Hey,
point
you know
doing
what's
much
weird?
until Compton gets...
All these clowns arrived in different cars.
Yeah, it'd be more efficient to just get into one or two clown cars.
It'd make a lot more sense.
Come all in.
You wouldn't want to get in a barber car. The scissors, the barbasol, it's a mess.
Yeah. There was a joke on Simpsons once where a bunch of clowns showed up in a clown car and got out of their car. And then a bunch of lawyers, like, because they were being sued or something, a bunch of lawyers got out of a lawyer car, and it was the same sort of thing.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good.
That's funny.
Pretty solid.
Man, Simpsons has some good stuff.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just reminisce about The Simpsons. I don't know what we're doing watching this drivel for.
Well, I'll say this. If Matt Groening wants to work with us, I'd talk. I'd listen.
We'd have to win
we'll
us
see.
over.
Yeah,
Actually, he'd have to win
but,
us
you know,
over.
There could be a conversation.
Depending on how it goes, on the initial contact.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know.
Anyway, Matt, if you... And we wouldn't call him Matt Groening or Mr. Groening. It'd just be Matt, okay?
Yeah. Or M. What up, M? Get to just the first initial basis.
Let's go.
That's beyond first name basis.
Drunk. That's when Philip usually gets mad and threatens to leave the party.
And what time is that, Ollie?
Usually averages out about 9:45, which is rapidly approaching.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Yeah, so shut up, you fool. We're trying to do the national anthem here, the United States of America.
Okay, then we meet you back here in about an hour and a half. Everybody ready? Let's go.
Hold it, hold it.
Oh, Charlie, do me a favor. Promise me something. Nothing bad will happen to Allison.
He's awfully cheerful for a guy who is involved in a kidnapping.
Yeah, they did agree to kidnap that poor woman.
Like, hey. Just make sure she's okay.
It's a hiding.
Right. Hiding her. And nothing more, just hiding. We'll play the movie while Jordan recovers here.
That's it. Push! Okay.
Watch your step.
That's bad.
hardly wait till next year.
There you go. You're back, right?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Take the helmet. Stupid idiot Compton. Gets drunk every time and never misses. Allison, why did you order this stuff? I can hardly move in it.
I didn't order it. Something went wrong in the costume place.
Well, do me a favor. Next time, pick it up yourself. Now, where's the car?
What? There it is, over there.
What the hell's it doing over there? I thought you parked it here. Come on, I'll go right out to the airport.
Okay.
I'm late enough as is. I take it you have the key?
No, I didn't.
Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da.
They spent all this time coming up with a clown choreography plan.
Yeah, that's ultimately going to result in murder.
Right. He's like, maybe we just skip the choreography and I just show up with a shotgun and blow them both away. What about that?
Although they've kind of, I don't know, they kind of played themselves here because they put the guy in a suit of armor. They're going to have a real tough time killing him now.
Right.
He's got that protection.
Headshots only. He took the helmet off.
That's true. He did. But he might, get an arm up there.
True.
Deflect the bullet somehow.
Absorb the blow. Just absorb
You
it.
think they're going to use guns here? I don't think they're going to use guns. I think they're going to use the polo somehow.
Oh.
Maybe a horse is the killer.
Maybe they'll use a little flower that's attached to their lapel, and when you squeeze it, a liquid comes out. Or perhaps they'll have a pie that they could employ.
A knockout pie.
Right.
Full of chloroform.
Right. Exactly.
I'm glad somebody's having a good time.
Breathe deeply.
He seemed to be singing that song directly into his crotch right there.
Yeah, this is bizarre. What's their game plan here?
Oh, bad breath.
That's very cute, fellas, but the party's back at the club.
I don't believe he has a heart.
All right, you're not being funny, fellas.
Got that right.
All right, now cut it out. I say You're over here with the fool! You get away from my car! That's my goddamn telephone, you son of
Oh my goodness.
Even Steven, Bill, baby. What the hell did you do that for? He's gonna survive. With a bad headache. Come on. Hey, Charlie, this wasn't
You don't know that.
No, I've bashed hundreds of guys on the head with a telephone.
Your head hits the ground and you could be dead.
That's true. But not if somebody makes a sound effect while it's happening, you know?
Right. Or you got your helmet on.
Wah. It's all just fun clown shenanigans, Jordan. I don't know why you're reading murder into this.
You're right. Everyone there looked like they were having fun.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
They had like big, cartoonishly big smiles on their faces. All of them.
Singing a fun song.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
They all seem to know.
That's first-rate voice.
He's fine.
Excellent. Great. Oh. Oh. Oh, Canada. Gotta go for Canada.
Guy was shouting out Canada there.
Kind of incoherently rambling about it. Canada.
All right, Charlie.
All right, we did the murder. You can stop singing the
Look, maybe
song
we should
now.
end
It's
it all
fine.
here and just. What do you think, Rosie?
I don't care. Hell, Ollie, you might be the cause of the world food shortage. Very funny. What happened to Allison?
Nothing.
He's eating in every scene.
Oh, I had to give her some chloroform.
He's as hungry as a
Chloroform? We never
horse.
said anything about chloroform.
Peter, how else was I going to stop her from screaming?
Well, we should take her somewhere. We can't leave her here like this. She might get sick or something. All I want to do is get a drink.
I like how he asked that in such an incredulous fashion, like, hey, idiot, how else was I going to get her to stop screaming? Duh. Chloroform? Hello?
Yeah. He's done this to thousands of people. You know, he would know.
What are you, an idiot?
Hey, I've got it. The perfect irony. We take her up to her own farm.
Well, we're not going to go chasing all over with her in the car.
What do we do then? Well, what's the matter with her place? Nobody ever goes up there.
Oh, we take her back to my weekend place. It's about a mile from here.
Peter.
My place, and then when she's okay, we take her home. This is just a joke, remember?
Well, sure. Yeah, of course. Come on, then. Let's give me a hand with it.
That makes you want a sandwich on the bar. On the bar. Oh, it's Gold Road Duck that makes you want a sandwich on the lazy bird
Okay. All right, here.
Yeah.
Watch your head. Come on, watch your head, will you? All right.
Rosie, here, let me give you a hand.
Charlie's got a dark energy.
Say that again?
Charlie has a dark energy.
I totally agree with you. He's definitely killed before.
Yeah, he does not seem like he is the hero of this tale.
No.
If this tale even has a hero.
I was
Who
just
knows?
going to say, have we seen one yet?
Maybe Tom.
He's only killed chickens, so I guess he's doing okay.
But he's also quite bigoted because he doesn't like outsiders. He's very xenophobic, I would say.
Very isolated there on the farm.
Yeah, he wants things to stay the same. He doesn't like people from outside.
Yeah.
on the bar.
Oh, it's early. Yeah, listen, look, make sure that nobody flips the switch for the light at the end of the lane.
Why?
So that no one knows we're here. It's the only light you can see at the end of the road.
Should have been into something right there at the very end of that shot.
Donut.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Uh-oh.
Charlie, what are you doing here?
Everything's gonna be fine.
Let's let's move away, Charlie.
A little creepy there,
Away.
Charlie.
Yeah, creeping out just a bit here.
Let's get back to fun clowns. Oh, they're remembering better times together.
Right.
Do you want to come? You want to come with me?
I can't come with you. You know I have to
Well,
stay.
then why do you always bring up this argument? You know it's important to me. I want to
I
go.
wouldn't
I have to
argue
go.
about it, but I don't think it's necessary.
Well, it is.
These are flashbacks. They have a history.
Sure, yeah, no, totally. So,
It's not
like, if he were to do something now, it wouldn't be improv because of the history, right? I mean,
Well, that's beautiful. On what? On what? I'm going. I told you I'm going. Now don't argue with me anymore.
I don't want to argue.
Well, the hell with you.
Oh, come on. You know I was never interested in Allison.
Oh, yeah? Well, you sure went through a lot of effort for nothing then. I remember thinking one time Charlie was going to kill you.
Take it easy. I haven't repaired your last damage yet.
What?
damage.
Behind the curtain.
What happened there?
You wouldn't remember. That's the window you kicked in when you had a fight with Diane.
No, I remember. It was Elaine with the big jugs.
No, it was Diane. You got mad at her because she said you were going bald.
I am not going bald. And how would you recognize one woman from the other, huh? I mean, they all look like one big cheeseburger to you. Ollie, how many women you scored with?
But
huh?
then he would
Come
eat
on.
them.
What an,
I think
I mean, what an
Charlie's
odd
been
way to say
nodding.
you're fat. You know, what an odd way to say you're fat. Oh, you wouldn't recognize another woman because she'd look like a cheeseburger to you. This guy.
That's why you're always attacking women and trying to bite into them.
Because you think they're a hamburger.
Fat.
You're fat.
It is funny.
But yet you just recount that somebody else said that he's going bald. And he just, boom, meltdown. Immediate.
Yeah, and him not going bald is the part that he wants to fight on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I may be dressed up as a clown right now, having kidnapped a woman a few minutes ago, but like, call me bald? That's really hurtful, you know?
I mean,
Lay off, Rosie.
I'll bet not once.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, where's Allison? We should be going.
Oh, she's, still a little bit groggy. Give her a little more time.
Well, it's getting late.
And it's not even midnight yet.
Yeah, we haven't even divvied up the loot yet. Hey, come on, you guys. This isn't a funeral. This is a caper. And we pulled it off. Just think about what Philip's doing right now. He's probably running around like a chicken.
What's the loot in this situation?
Well, I think I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to be as charitable as possible here and say, and he was saying, we should divvy up the loot. Har, 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 like he's making a joke because she's the loot.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he was just making a rape joke and wasn't intending to actually rape her.
I hope he's not, because this movie would take a dark turn.
Charlie's already on the cusp, so like, who the hell knows what the rest of these idiots are going to do?
Who knows what Charlie's already done? I mean, we have no idea.
We cut away from that room very quickly.
And all of his clown makeup is, off. All of his clothes are changed. He got changed.
With his head cut off.
His clothes were off, we know that.
Sergeant. Yes? Is this supposed to be funny?
We'll, turn it over.
Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. What is it?
Did you ever play a game called Monopoly when you were a kid?
Hasn't everybody?
Yeah. There you go. How long ago was this photograph of your wife taken?
2 years. Maybe 3.
She still look like this?
How else is she
Detective, it's a
supposed
lot
to
like the King of Kensington.
Not familiar with the King of Kensington.
Oh, it was a show on TV.
Okay.
Yeah, pull it up real quick. King of Kensington was a show. It was about a guy. He lived with his wife, and sometimes he had to do some stuff for his mother-in-law.
I guess I can kind of see it. I had a picture there, but then they just took the picture away. Hold on. The picture.
I'm not sure if it holds up today. I haven't watched it in many years.
I'm sure
I saw it on
doesn't.
TV once.
TV once? You saw it?
Yeah. It had a fun theme song. The King of Kensington.
Is this the guy?
Yeah, that's the guy. See, it kind of looks like that fella.
Kind of looks like him, yeah, a little bit. I can see that. See that? Yeah, it does kind of look like him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit. There you go, Jordan. You cracked it. You solved it.
They got the same hairstyle.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back into the movie.
Good.
Maybe this is the King of Kensington. What's the guy's
Sutherland,
name? We'd have to look it up after.
Yeah, I don't know.
What I meant was, does she have any new marks or any scars?
No, Sergeant. Look, I'm not interested in sitting around a police station in the middle of nowhere answering a lot of dumb questions. Now, I want my wife back.
Yeah, Mr. Sutherland, I've got a lot of tired cops out working, trying to make sure you get her back.
That's his problem right there.
Philip, when he got the old.
That fella's using tired cops. Huge mistake. They're going to be out there falling asleep, snoozing, resting. You want to use
sleeping?
alert cops.
Yeah. Fresh.
Water over. Hey! Hey, come on, Ollie, dance.
Cut it out. Dance. Cut it out. Come on.
Rosie, will you stop it?
Cut it out. Will you stop it? Cut it out.
You talk to me.
Look, Charlie,
really had a chance to explain what happened when you were down in Haiti and we had to pull out our support.
What?
Your money.
Yeah, but look, it wasn't just me. I mean, Rosie's family had money in there too, you see.
presented to Mr. Peter Hamilton, past President Junior Chamber of Commerce.
I didn't want to do it.
Hamilton has been admitted to the bar.
But, I mean, look,
Mr. Peter
It
Hamilton.
was business, right?
And Vice President of the Young Conservatives.
I mean, it was a business deal, right? And you got to have standards.
Alumni Award of Merit, Albion Club.
I didn't want to have to do it, Charlie.
Hey, Pete, old buddy, I understand. You wanted to be a sportsman like Philip, but being a sportsman takes money.
Oh, no, you don't understand.
But what I don't understand is if you wanted to be a sportsman, why didn't you never got in there and mixed it up with the other fellas?
Well, it's my back. My doctor has given me strict instructions.
That's right. I forgot. You're back.
As far as I'm concerned, this whole idiotic venture is...
Charlie, do you even want to be in a gang with me? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
You saying you don't want to be in a gang with me? Like, because I couldn't do that last job because of my back and all that, so you don't want to be in the gang with me anymore?
Let's squash the beef, Charlie. Let's sing the song, the gang song.
Come on, Charlie.
You know, the one.
Da
The
da
one we
da
all-
da 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 da. You remember, Charlie? Remember how it used to be?
Remember all those capers we did? Remember how we put a whoopee cushion under that person's butt? And
Yeah.
they sat down, made a fart sound.
Remember that time we threw a stink bomb into the girls' locker room and they couldn't understand why it was stinking so bad? Remember that time we took a rival's wife and bludgeoned her to death in the forest? Remember that? Like, forgetting all these
Oh,
capers
yeah.
and pranks we were doing.
All our innocent hijinks.
All our innocent little hijinks we were pulling. All the fun we had.
Over. There's the car keys.
Hey, quiet! Listen to this.
Evidently, he was hit over the head by the kidnappers when he tried to protect his wife. He did not require hospitalization. Police now are on the lookout for at least 3 men dressed in clown costumes. They are considered dangerous, and police are urging caution in approaching these men. The clown costumes apparently are similar to those being worn by almost all the other partygoers at the Albion Polo Club, where the
who do they
kidnapping
think they're kidding?
There are unconfirmed
Those
reports that a
yahoos?
ransom note has been found, but its content has not been revealed.
What did he just say?
He said yahoos. I think he meant yahoos.
What's a yahoo? I'm going to go to yahoo.com.
Yahoo.
Advice for criminals out there? If you're sitting around listening to a radio news report of the crime you just committed, and they describe the exact clothes you're wearing just then, maybe time to change your clothes.
Yeah, maybe take the outfit off.
Especially if it's clown gear that is not your regular street clothes. That would make it easy to take the clothes off and just like, oh, nope, I'm not wearing clown gear, obviously, because I'm just a regular person. This has been Advice for Criminals.
More details when they become available. Larry Bolton, CHUMU.
Hey! What ransom note?
You're making a phone call.
And who am I supposed to be calling?
Philip.
And say what? Frightfully sorry, old man? Or P.S. Your wife is still a virgin?
Well, that'll do for a start.
This plot thickens.
What? Charlie,
You're not
what?
very bright about all the elements here now. Kidnapping is a criminal offense. It doesn't matter what that jerk Philip says. No, nobody can give a damn.
What you're forgetting is that we are not criminals.
I'm not a criminal.
Oh, my God.
Be careful. Peter, leave us alone. What? Peter, I said leave us alone.
Allison, we're friends.
Just go away.
Allison, I'm not trying to hurt you.
What are you trying to do?
Maybe I just wanted to talk to you.
Look, we had our chance to talk. I happen to be married now.
I know you're married. Do you love
What? Look, Charlie, you have no right to...
Do you love him?
Of course I love him. I'm married to him. And this joke of yours has gone too far.
Allison, this isn't a joke.
It's a car, not a picnic table.
I get hungry when I'm nervous.
You must be nervous all the time.
Too easy. Too easy.
You should be over at Freddy's right now. He's having that party. How's a guy like him rate all those women, huh? We should be there. All we gotta do is figure out what to do with the bitch upstairs.
What makes you think the other three will just keep on doing what you want them to?
Now, here I thought you'd changed, that you'd forgotten how to argue with people. See, I come home and I find this pretty little China doll so very terrified of her own husband.
Look, that's my business.
Well, you never used to be like that, Allison.
Some things you do just to survive.
Do you?
Yes. You of all people should know that. Trailing a list of little countries behind you like life rafts.
You should have come, Allison.
Should I?
Hmm.
It's like I should get up and walk out that door. What would you do then? Tie me up?
Feel free.
And where are you going? I'm leaving. Get that crap off the car.
Hey, we're coming with you.
Like hell you are. You want to crack Philip over the head, that's your business, but I'm not blowing my career for you.
Your career?
Look, Rosie, this may come as a big surprise to you, but there are people in this world whose families can't buy their way out of trouble.
doing my wrong again! Help, Peter, stop! Stop looking for God's sake! Stop! Peter,
Wow.
That was one of the weirdest scenes I've ever seen.
It made no sense at all. What even is this movie?
Why didn't John Candy get off the hood of the car when he stopped there? He like threw himself off.
They probably had a croissant like at the top of the hood that was like, you know, because they're like in a C shape. It was like hooked onto the hood at the top.
Right.
He had to go up and get it first, and then he would let go. And the way he flew off was weird too.
Yeah, it was very awkward.
Why does this guy go so psychotic at the idea that somebody says, "Oh yeah, you know, some people's parents can't afford to buy them off." Kring, mind snaps, chucking beer bottles, chasing the car down the road like the goddamn T-1000.
Yeah. Well, he must have just realized he committed a crime.
Guess so. The other guy's like, yeah, did you hear the radio report? We should probably get this clown stuff off. Get the hell out of here.
God damn it, no! Tell me about your career! Your goddamn career! Don't you tell me about your career! Trick or treat!
Does it really seem like saying trick or treat is appropriate right now? I am beating a man to death. Can you not see what's happening here? Okay, the kid's fine, but there's a father there.
Well, the kids might have saved this guy's life because he stops to give the kids some candy, and then the beating pauses for a while. So you're like, I might be able to escape.
Jesus Christ, though. The adult should be like, you know what, let's just get the fuck out of here because somebody's being beaten to death. We probably don't need any part of this.
Yeah, they don't have much to offer you at that point.
You're 7-year-old little girls. Let's get out of here.
But on the other hand, he could have candy on him.
There's a small chance he'll have a peanut butter cup. So...
He is dressed in a fun,
how
likable
nice
costume.
to see you again. I was just taking the children home when we saw your light at the end of the lane.
My life?
Get some cigarettes, a couple of coins.
Bugger!
Give me some money. Come on.
That's a 20.
You.
Hey, a 20, thanks. Mister, you got a tear in your pants and your bum showing.
Humiliated by a child.
Hamilton, are you all right?
Yes. Why?
You're bleeding.
Oh, we were having a party.
Come along, children.
Run, run, run.
Yeah, now does the beating commence? They've squashed the beat.
Squash it now. Kids were around here, so...
You want to wait at your place for the police to arrive, Peter?
Yes, we'll need some time to figure a way out of this, bright boy. That old lady with the kids just happens to call the cops.
Charlie, just tell me once again, this is a joke, isn't it? Or are you just trying to get us caught?
He's not even tied up or anything anymore.
All right, hold it, hold it. Come on, look,
Oh,
stop
she's
the
got
car.
Stockholm syndrome now.
At this point, yeah.
Wait a minute, where are you going?
This
You
road
broke
goes
her.
through some little town.
Yeah, I know where the road goes.
Well, we can't go along any main road, let alone any road that's going into the town.
Take a look at the gas gauge.
Maybe it'll run on beer.
God's sake, Charlie, what are you trying to do?
What's with the lighting here?
There's that sign that's flashing at them.
Oh, the sign's flashing. Okay. Still, most movies would like have a lit scene and then like add the extra light from the flashing to indicate that the flashing is occurring rather than having the flash be the primary source of light, you know? Because it
Well, maybe
results in
this is-
flames that are completely dark and indistinguishable, like what we see now.
Yeah, but it might be to increase suspense, to build suspense, you know?
Right.
You might see something when this lit up that wasn't there before.
I bet you one or both of these filmmaking techniques will be employed here. And not just like random flailing and people going,
Well, we'll see. If there's some murder happens here, they might do some jump scare stuff.
Yeah, we're like at least halfway into this movie and there's been no murders yet. What's going on here? Can't have
Plenty
murder in the
clowns.
title if you're going to have no murders.
And it does say murders, so more than one.
Right. This is wrong on many levels.
Oh, look, you're the one who rented this crate. Why didn't you put gas in it?
Peter, what are we arguing about? Now we're going to run out of gas. Either we're stuck on the side of the road or we're going to be walking around like dummies. Now we don't have any other choice.
All right. Allison, cover up.
Yeah.
Is she now an accomplice in her own kidnapping?
Seems that way.
Maybe we could go a little bit faster.
Well, this takes us past the police station.
It also takes us past the all-night gas station. Are you all right, Allison?
Yes.
Yeah, get back under the covers, baby.
Maybe it's just me. This place looks spooky. Oh,
Yeah, that's more like it.
Look what's up ahead. Keep going, Charlie. Please.
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Truly amazing.
Coppers.
What are you doing? Here she comes.
Huh.
Good evening. How are you this evening?
Fine.
Could you fill it up, please?
Yeah.
Fill up. What? Are you crazy?
Full service.
What are you, crazy? Put gas in the car at the gas station?
That was before you had to prepay.
Yeah, the good old days.
Yeah.
Back when you could drive around with a kidnapped person in the back of your car with nobody getting suspicious. Nowadays, everybody's all like, oh, we have to catch the kidnappers and stop all this from happening.
What are you doing there?
Not back then.
One of those
Good old
girls
days.
is getting interested in it.
At least they're not wearing their clown gear.
Idiot!
He's going to talk to the cops.
Hey. That's okay. Keep the chain. I'm driving.
Rosa, you see those two gentlemen over there? Well, they have just informed me that at this point in time they're guarding the citizens against a bunch of clowns. Yeah, that's what the man told me. Kidnappers. And I should keep my eye open for anything unusual. Well, now, Rosie, if you want to drive, you go right ahead and drive, but every time I've seen you behind the wheel, something unusual has always happened.
In like a real movie, that speech would have made them change positions, you know?
Just told him the truth. So we friends the Sutherlands. Just returned to the party. Is there any news?
Now we get to see if he's right.
How you doing, Allison?
I'd like to get up.
Just rams the cops.
Stay down.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna.
Here they come.
He's gonna do it. Why was any of that necessary? Why didn't you just drive away? And you've given. Oh man. If somebody made an accusation like that about me, I'd at least try to wait 1 second before proving them right. You know? It's like, no, everything's going to be fine. Run down a cop.
Are we sure this isn't a comedy? Because
I
I mean,
don't
it's
even
been
know.
pretty funny.
Yeah, this has been a pretty funny movie. This is a weird movie.
It is weird.
Hands are still split.
Yeah, like this is,
No, I could
this is
swear
a
I saw
comedy.
lightning from that
Has
window.
to be.
Yeah, sure, Ollie. It was a light from the refrigerator.
The music cut out very abruptly there.
Yeah.
Hey! Cold beer.
Cold beer.
Good thing to have.
Welcome.
Why did you hit a cop?
Hit any cop. Hit me.
I'm not in enough trouble. Rosie, a cop?
Not really, though.
Look, Charlie, I think you and I ought to have a little talk right now.
Well, sure, Peter. What do you want to talk about?
Well, not in front of Allison.
Oh, come on now. We're all friends here. There's no secrets.
Hey, come on, man. I'm getting just a little bit confused here. I mean, it is us. We're supposed to be doing the kidnapping, right? Listen, when you two are ready to set us free, just let us know. All the time. I don't know how the guy does it. There must have been 3 gals there for every guy.
I can only assume this is Tom stalking them from outside.
That makes sense. He's the only one who's shown any kind of propensity for being a murderer himself.
everybody around this place. Ah. Come on, babe.
Oh, he's a perv.
What are you looking at?
The apartments. It's a good show on about the 6th floor. Want to see?
No, thanks. Maybe we should all just go over to the apartments.
And do what? Wait for the cops to come?
Right. They can arrest you.
Hey,
What's the matter?
close the curtains.
My Fair Lady.
Yeah.
Sound like it's coming from the barn. Who turned it on?
Oh, it's probably another one of Charlie's jokes.
Not Charlie, such a joker.
That's a hilarious
Three
trickster.
speakers in there. How do you get them turned off?
Do it the easy way. Get a shotgun and blast them out of there.
That is the easy
kinds of
way,
guns in the
certainly.
Yep.
I know often when I'm thinking about the easy way to do
Rosie
things,
scares me.
it's blasting it with a
The
shotgun.
old sexual warrior. Don't worry, he's not going to do anything to you.
It's not what he can do. It's what he can't do that scares me.
Why didn't you call it at the gas station?
Was that what you wanted?
Don't you want to not be kidnapped? Uh-oh. The clown... Is John Candy going to be the only person murdered in this movie?
Well, he might be the first person murdered. Although the food might protect him.
Where
The
do you
donut
get
will get, like,
donuts?
caught on the knife and he'll be able to wrestle them
Christ.
off.
We're trying to find a way out of this mess, and all you can do is sit there and swell up.
They're in the other room.
Oh, yeah, well, what are donuts doing in the other room?
I don't know what they were doing in the other room. They were there and they were fresh. You want one?
No, I don't want one of your stinking donuts. You know what I want right now, don't you?
What?
I want that horny little blonde, what's her name, Linda, one over at Freddie's party. You wouldn't understand that, would you, Ollie? I mean, that's all you can understand, ain't it, Ollie? You know what that is, Ollie?
A donut?
Come on.
It's a donut. A plain donut.
Yep, not even the good kind.
Freddie's parties never break out till dawn. All those women there. Maybe
I've never seen somebody who hates fat guys so much.
He probably used to be a fat guy.
I
so
bet
he
you
really
that's
hates
true.
himself.
Yeah, I bet you're right about that.
I think that's the case for most of these fatty haters.
Exactly. It's crazy.
I like a fat guy. I like a big jolly fat guy, you know?
I'm not for or
fun.
against a fat guy myself, but like to be like you're gonna crunch up a donut. Like, what has a donut ever done? You're gonna crunch up a donut to like get at a fat guy? That seems a bit crazy.
Santa's fat.
Right. Roseanne, she's fat. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Chris Farley.
Fatso, big huge fatso.
Mm-hmm. The
Jabba the
Belushis.
Hutt.
Jabba, yeah.
Everybody loved him. And even if he didn't, he was strangled to death, so both sides win.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sit here and eat your donuts. But I'm taking off.
That's donut in a real Canadian way. Donut.
Donut.
Rosie.
You eat your
You asleep
donut
or
there, and
something?
I'm
How's
going to
the
take
party?
off
Lots of tail?
north to the Canadian border because I'm in America right now.
And it's about time I did it.
Yeah. I heard something about it on the radio, yeah. Yeah? Oh, no, I'm just driving around. Go back to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, bye.
I take it that the party's over.
Called off on account of the kidnapping.
He's all disappointed that the kidnapping he did means the party where he was trying to bang that girl is over.
That's what he wanted.
Why didn't you just not do the kidnapping then?
He wanted to do the kidnapping more than he wanted to bang the horny girl.
Man, the only reason they did the kidnapping was to humiliate the guy in the first place.
Yeah, one of their jokes.
Say, ha, you didn't get to buy the land that you wanted to buy. Way to go,
Because you were
us.
supposed to be, in the spot, on the day, in that way.
Yeah.
And we tricked you.
All it took was us kidnapping your wife and taking her to the forest and having her lay under the covers like she was giving a blowjob to John Candy. So that's all it took.
Oh, and we ran over a cop.
Well, sure, but that was incidental. That wasn't on purpose. That wasn't like part of it for real. It was just a thing that happened.
Seems that someone's run away with poor little Allison. The cops are afraid she might be dead.
That's ridiculous. Look, I want out of this joke.
Well, have another donut, fat boy, because you're trapped just like...
The way he said that, have another donut, fat boy. It's usually fat boy, not fat boy.
Yeah, or fatso.
Like, he humiliated him twice, though. Instead of just calling him fat boy, he called him fat boy. So we got two
And
insults.
encouraged him to eat more, too.
Yeah, to be even fatter.
Mm-hmm.
All of us. And there's only one way people might never find out.
And what's that?
If Allison were dead.
That's ridiculous.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Well, it is a joke. I'll tell them it's a joke. That you and I...
Does Stockholm
Charlie
Syndrome usually
boy.
happen that quickly?
Charlie's making his move.
So if I date a girl like 10 years ago and then I abduct her 10 years later, it's just like that much easier for her to get back with you?
Mm-hmm. Because you got that history, that rich history you can talk about.
Right. Even though I left you 10 years ago because by all measures you're a total psychopath, now that you've abducted me and taken me to this remote cabin with a bunch of your weirdo friends, I'm falling back in love with you.
And he should have done it a respectable way, like winning her in a card game.
Right. Exactly. Something that has honor.
When you went away last time, it was all over.
But nothing is going to happen to Alice.
Don't panic. You're the lawyer. You're supposed to know all the angles. I just said, supposing something happened to Precious up there.
Well, you've supposed that once too often.
Hey, here we go.
Watch out for the recoil, Peter. You might throw your back out.
Do it. Ah, Pete, come on, man.
Send these out to all
All
units.
this bluff.
Get a
Gambler
dozen over
style.
to New York and the Peel County guys.
This whole movie's a big game of poker.
She's attractive woman, you.
Thank you. She's a terrible tennis player. I got her the best equipment, best teacher in the business. She's still a terrible tennis player.
Well, women are like that.
Well, of course we're happy.
That was like a deeply misogynistic sentiment right there. It's just, yeah, she's bad at tennis. We got her a teacher. Yeah, well, all women suck at everything. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure his boss is a lady.
Yeah, the King of Kensington there has a lot of resentment built up.
Yeah.
We have a lot in common. He's very busy. We have, he's God damn you. You have no right to ask that question.
Hello? Harold. Thank you. No, Harold. Look, Harold, there are more important things right now than property. Now, sometime in the... Oh, wait a minute. Just hold it. Look, Harold. Look. Do me a favor, Harold. Take your start date and stuff it.
You, have something to do with some property?
You're supposed to close tonight.
You have, many of these deals?
Few.
Uh-oh.
I was asking you about, Monopoly. You remember the object of the game, right? To get property. You might just be playing some kind of Monopoly right now. And with somebody who doesn't seem to care about getting caught. What kind of property are you talking about?
I've got all kinds of property.
So, hold on. Is that guy buying the place at midnight, or is he selling the place at midnight, or what's his deal? I thought he was just a cop.
Buying it.
Buying
Oh,
it
the
then.
detective?
Yeah.
Well, the detective's just a detective. He was just inquiring.
No, but the guy's like, do you have property? And he's like, yeah, I got some property. And are you selling some? Yeah, I'm closing tonight at midnight or something.
Yeah.
He's the guy who owns the house. This is
Maybe
all
he's buying
going
it for
to
himself.
No, this is all going to culminate in the detectives show up at midnight to sell the property, and the kidnappers bring her back after midnight because they think, aha, we've already won, and then the other guy will be there at midnight because his wife's gone missing, but he's still got to do the deal. Like, what? You're not going to miss out a deal just because your wife has been kidnapped by thugs.
No, it doesn't make sense. Still do the deal.
Deal still needs to get done.
It's business.
It's business. This is real business we're talking here. No fake business.
Well, what about this place? And all the good times. How could you allow Philip to talk you into selling this place?
It wasn't Philip's idea. It was my idea.
Yours.
Remember how many good times we had in here before you and your husband moved in? I can't believe you're selling this place.
Yeah, Charlie's got quite the pair.
Good for Charlie. He knows what he wants.
Yep.
And what he wants, he kidnaps.
That's how he gets it.
Uh-huh. Oh, he was all for it once the dollar signs began to flash. But I have a lot of things I just want to forget. A lot of feelings. Is that why you came back?
Rational about this, okay? Irrational for you is your career. Whistling in there Monday mornings, telling your boss his ass smells like a clump of violets. But rational for me.
It does.
I mean, there's just too much stray tail in this neck of the woods for me to go looking around for some knothole in a prison wall. I can give you a dozen rational reasons. You want to hear them? Linda, Gail, Nancy Kemp, Sharon, Rosemary.
He's got a lot of girlfriends.
Yeah.
Real stud.
I wonder why he turned to kidnapping. You may never know his motivation. It's almost like the screenwriter wanted to keep all of their motivations and ideas a mystery to us.
Don't drink and shoot.
Yeah. They only put one shell into that double barrel shotgun?
You may have. That alcohol worked very quickly.
Now, why should I go out there and stop Billy the Kid from having his fun? You don't like him shooting up the place? You stop him.
No way, Rosie.
Why me? So you can shack up some more? She's not yours, you know.
Rosie, there is no way that I'm going to leave Allison upstairs in that room alone. Now, do you have that?
Charlie. There's no need for you to stay.
I would be happy to look after the lady in your absence.
You would, Rosie. Ollie?
I hope all the pieces fall in place for you, Charlie.
Is this for real?
So who was the guy in the clown mask there?
I think it's Tom.
Gotta be Tom, right?
That's what I think. That's who they're implying it was, at least from my perspective.
I thought they were implying that it was, what's the guy's name? The guy with no hair? Like Sydney or... What's his name? I don't remember. Who cares?
Rosie?
Yeah, Rosie, right. Like a girl's name that also could be a guy's name, I guess, in some situations.
Could be.
Anyway, I thought maybe he was going to be the guy in the clown mask killing everyone.
Hmm.
Hopefully at least one person dies here during this.
I hope so, too. It's been very light on murders.
Extremely light. They should have to put that on the box. The clown murders contains no actual murders. It's like Black Swan. You don't see any swans in that. It's a bunch of ladies dancing.
Yeah, deceptive.
Right.
What are you locking the door for? A wooden chastity belt. Or is it made of fat? Hey, Ollie. Ollie, you better be good in there. You hear?
Peter?
Hey! Ollie! Hey, Ollie! Don't wear her out!
You're a rough bastard, you know that.
It's very funny, Peter.
Right, fiddle, fiddle. Cat and the goat. Cow jumped over the moon.
So he's just fine?
Yeah.
The dog laughed. See such fun. Might as well have stayed with you and Rosie.
Okay. How did he survive the shotgun blast?
Well, I don't think he got hit. I think he was just scared and instinctively played dead.
Oh, because the way that they shot it made it look exactly like he'd just been blasted in the shoulder hardcore.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay.
But
And then
then
there's
they're
a guy
chummy
up there.
afterwards, you know?
Yeah, they're fine now. It's like, haha, I was just tricking you. I was just shooting right next to you, knowing you'd pretend to play dead, just so. I know there's a guy going, secrets! Up in the barn.
Why would you ever want to be friends with someone who introduces themselves that way?
Right. Just come out and say hello. I'm Steve. How's it going?
Rosie, what is all this?
I was looking for donuts. I was going to crumple them up and shove them under the door upstairs. Ollie's locked in.
Well, you have to wreck the place?
Wreck it? Hell! I was going to set the damn place afire. And end it all.
Weird thing to say.
Yeah, no doubt. Rosie seems to be the most insane of them.
He's crazy.
We have a lot in common, you know.
Is this a ghost? And the ghost murders refers to the clown. No, it's not the clown. It's not the ghost murders. I don't know what I was thinking.
Clown murders.
I don't know why I've been calling it the ghost murders all day now that I think about it.
Speaking of ghosts, I did a fun image earlier today of a ghost getting a ticket from a policeman for loitering.
Pretty good. Where was he loitering?
It's on a bench.
It's not a bench. A ghost was sitting down on a bench?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. A ghost doesn't need to be sitting on a bench. They can hover.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Give him a ticket.
Yeah, fair enough. I respect that. Man, I've been calling it ghost murders like literally all day long.
Well, you better figure that out. Ghosts and clowns are a little bit different.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty stupid. What can I tell you?
Don't be shy. We should have a talk.
Did you say don't be shy, give it a tug?
Yeah. This is all back to that time. Remember he let those two boxes loose when he was up in the top of the barn there?
Right.
I think this is all part of that.
Nancy and Brenda, they have something they want to say to all of you.
Oh!
Well, like the clown attempted murders.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, he tried to give that
bitch
fellow
in
a
there.
splitting headache.
She's the reason all this stuff happened. Ollie, open up. Come on, Ollie. God damn it. I don't want to go to jail.
Ollie, this is getting out of hand.
Sorry, Allison. I didn't mean for this to all happen.
She's trouble, Ollie. And she can't do anything now.
Movie's got me craving donuts.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about donuts, man. What's your number one go-to donut?
I really like a apple fritter.
That's good. Not really a donut, though, right? Like, it's good, but it's not a donut.
What do you mean? It's a donut.
No,
It's a fritter.
No. A fritter's not a donut, right? Why would they call it fritter if it's just apple donut? It's fritter, right?
It's basically the same. It's like a filled donut, you know? It's like a solid, it's like a Dutchie.
No.
You ever had a Dutchie? Those
Yeah.
are good too, man. Donuts,
Sure.
bit of raisin in there.
Are you familiar with what donuts are?
Yeah? What do you mean?
Because the only ones you've named have been two non-donut items so far.
Oh, no, I love donuts, man. Cheese Danish.
Cheese Danish, right? Those are good. Not a donut though.
What are you talking about? I have donuts all the time. Donuts all the time. Blueberry muffin. You know?
Right. I think my favorite donut is just the plain honey glaze. Old fashioned.
A little too old fashioned for me. I like a more new age donut.
There. So you'd go in for one of those like Dr. Pepper donuts from someplace like Donut Party, for instance.
Oh, probably, yeah. I like Dr. Pepper. It tastes like medicine.
Yeah, it does. It's from a doctor, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Any specific donut place you'd like to shout out right now?
Donut Mill.
Wow. Good call. That's what I was going to say too. Although I prefer their beef stew to their donuts, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. That's why I go there too. I go to the donut place for the beef stew. Go to the beef stew place, get some donuts, you know?
Amazing donuts at the beef stew place.
Open the goddamn door, Ollie. I mean it. You think you've got us, don't you, princess? Well, we're just gonna show you who's got who. Ain't we, fat boy?
Rosie? Rosie?
Escape, you can do it. Open the door. Reach out. Hold that. Go on.
Hey! Ain't that a
If it's
shame?
not Tom in the clown mask, it's
Looks
got to
like
be that
you're all
other old
locked
guy
up.
with the beard.
Yeah, the guy who was up there with him when he first unleashed the two boxes.
Peter,
Yeah.
go on around and see if you can find a way to unhook this thing.
You ain't exactly noted for heroism, Peter. No point in starting now. Besides, are you sure you want to...
Hey, Holly! Where
Man, this guy, he's menacing two groups of people at the same time.
Charles here? Who's gonna protect you now, sweetheart? She ain't got Philip or Charlie. Open up!
Oh, someone has to do something.
The bitch is helpless.
Come over here, Ollie.
Wanna come out and see good old Charlie?
He gives him a donut when he gets over there.
That would be the gentlemanly thing to do.
Peter, was he with you for the last 10 minutes?
Sometimes he was, sometimes he wasn't.
Has he ever been carrying an axe?
How should I know what he was carrying?
Peter, this fence has got enough juice in it to kill a steer, not play games. Come on, open the door.
Peter, go around to the barn, see if there's anybody in there.
You're the one who knows everything. You go find out.
Hey, Ollie! Throw it in there, kid! Now we can really do it, huh?
It's all right, Ollie.
Nice,
Play
John
long
Candy.
game.
Yeah, get some. Played the long game is right. What a playboy, you know? He's just sitting around eating donuts, feet up, relaxing. Falling off a car here and there, sure, but in the end. Look, he's like, yeah, ooh,
do things a little
yeah, I've been doing
differently
it.
now, huh?
Did you see the way he was like dancing,
I mean,
swaying around
we're
to
all
music
in this
only he
together.
could hear?
We should share the
I just
loot.
hope he doesn't open his eyes and find a murderous
Hey, Ollie!
clown sucking his penis.
Go tell Ollie to come to the window.
That's how Rosie's been operating.
Tell Ollie to come to the window.
And John Candy negotiating his contract for this. He's like, I eat every scene, at least one blowjob.
One implied blowjob.
One implied blowjob in the movie.
Gratuitous blowjob.
Right.
Yeah. That's funny.
Whoa. Be too hot for YouTube here pretty soon. Okay, whoa, easy there, movie. Let's just keep it above the neckline.
It's artful. It's, it's artistic.
I'm not certain that's a consideration.
Ollie! How you doing, kid? Getting late, Ollie!
I was going to be real upset about that.
Why isn't Ollie at the
Charlie.
window?
I think so.
He's not going to be happy, nor will that
What's he
lady's
doing?
husband.
He's been totally
He's getting
forgotten
late.
during all of this. He's probably
Don't be smart
distraught
ass.
right now.
What's he doing?
He's getting late!
Ollie! Ollie! What the hell are you doing up there?
In Rosie's mind, he's like, I've been betrayed because I was planning to rape her.
Yeah. And meanwhile, she's, enjoying the candy cane.
If John Candy didn't call his dick the candy cane, then that's a big missed opportunity in his life that I really hope, I really gotta hope that's what he did. I hope he had a friend who said, hey, John, just so you know, if you're not calling it the candy cane, you need to be, because that's going to step your game up from this level to this level.
That's when he became a star.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. I think that's what separates the stars from regular folk like you and I, Jordan, is like, I don't have a unique nickname for my penis. I just call it my penis,
Right.
If I could call it like the crankshaft, if I was Vin Diesel, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Right. Or the invisible penis if you were John Cena.
Right, because you can't see it. It just gets in there,
Yeah.
does what it needs to do, but you can't even see it. It's so fast for you. Right.
Or the
Oh.
pebble if you were the rock.
Yeah. Unfortunate if you have a micro penis if you're the rock, for sure. And the candy cane. Let's get that hashtagged and get that out there.
You fat slob! What?
Ollie! Ollie! Open the door! Some kind of a hooker? Gross.
Shouldn't have done that, Ollie!
I mean, it seemed consensual.
I mean, I would agree with him from like a movie making perspective. That really had no reason to happen whatsoever. But from the angle he's coming from it, no. Why did this happen? Why did anything in this movie happen?
Where are the murders?
Got, at best, 10 minutes left in this movie, and there's been no murders at all. This better just be a bloodbath at the end. If it's not, we're just going to cut into the end scene from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and that'll have to suffice.
Allison, look. I think we ought to go back right now.
Go back to what?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Well, where are you going?
To take a shower. Maybe a bath.
Right now?
Why not? It's my home.
Look, Rosie's about to do some serious damage.
I'd forgotten how you're afraid of Rosie. You know, Peter, there was a time
when...
You're supposed to be gone in there, Ollie! Not getting late! What the hell do you think you're doing, Ollie? What are you doing?
Rosie's real upset that Ollie had sex.
Strangling him just for having sex. With a belt? What was that, a belt?
Eating your donuts, damn you!
Could be the reins from the
Look
horse.
like idiots or something? Rosie, this isn't a joke anymore. Sit up here! Tell Charlie all he's missed. Tell him what you done to his girl!
That's not really Charlie's girl.
Yeah, it's another man's wife. Remember you kidnapped another man's wife?
Rosie's energy is misplaced here.
This movie could have been just all about Rosie being a loose cannon lunatic ready to snap at any moment. It seemed like Charlie was the mastermind here, but it seems like Rosie is the guy who's really ready to get down to business, start murdering people.
Yeah, I thought Charlie had some ill intent, but Rosie is something else.
Charlie just wanted to fuck his ex-girlfriend again.
Yeah, I guess so. Too bad John Candy slipped in there.
He was just around for the donuts and chilling out, putting your feet up, having a good time.
Yeah.
Sex with the ladies? Sure, don't mind if I do. I'm just relaxing. Man, but Rosie here, wow. Now that's a gang leader. Unhinged, totally violent, ready to snap at any minute, beating his own crew down if they defy him. Even if it's on something like, you had sex, you son of a bitch. I didn't know that was one of the gang rules, was that I'd never get to have sex.
It wasn't in the song.
The song was da 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 da.
That's right, put it in the song if you want me to know it.
Right.
You tell him! Come on, Ollie! Charlie's just dying to hear what he's like! Come on, Hotshot, you tell him! Tell him! Give him all the details! Tell him! What you done to his girl! You shouldn't have done that! Take me off!
I mean, I guess in a way Rosie's being a good friend because he's like, look what you did to his girl. I don't have any beef with what you did, but my buddy might because it's his girl.
Yeah, Rosie's got the moral authority here. He's being a stand-up fellow.
He's being a good buddy at the very least. And she's just taking a shower while the guy she had sex with gets beaten to death.
Could have happened to any of them.
Oh, man.
Ollie! 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 You shouldn't have done that!
Is she regretting it now? Is that what we're seeing here? Is her like, oh shit, I can't believe that. Man, what was I doing there?
Oh, she's remembering it. She's enjoying it all over again.
Look at the way. Here, hold on. We got to go back. Look at the way she. Look at the way she's. Like she remembers it. She asks for here. She remembers it. What have I done?
Oh, you're probably. I know why. I know why she's got that regret in her eye. I know exactly why. Because they're making love, and she's nothing more than a cheeseburger to him.
Right. And she had to grab his head there during that scene to make sure that he didn't try to take a bite out of her.
Yeah, because he's just trying to get that cheeseburger.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, let's just keep that towel on, lady.
Well, how is she going to shower with a towel on, Dan?
She's leaving the shower. She's eschewing the shower.
What's she doing?
She's getting ready for you.
Me?
Having a shower. Just for you.
What are you talking about?
Now's your big chance. You're not going to let Ollie show you up, are you? Come on, stud.
I do what I want.
Go ahead, then.
Ollie, untie yourself.
Ollie, untie yourself.
If it's so easy he can untie himself, why is he still laying there?
Oh, yeah, good point. I just absorbed the beating because I never thought to untie myself. Thanks, Charlie. Hey, Charlie, just open up the gate that's covered in electricity.
Set yourself free, yeah.
Fuck off, Charlie.
Ollie, now forget about that. Just try and untie yourself. Ollie, look at me. Ollie, I want you to look at me. Now, Ollie, I smell gasoline. I want you to stop whimpering right now, Ollie. Now, I just want you to try and untie
You be
yourself.
telling us about the rational reason.
You cut it out, Peter!
Linda and Gail and Angela and Peggy. Now, how about it, huh? It's time for a little action, not just talk.
Peter, will you get the hell over here?
Not like that little English tart you took out last month. The one with the big jugs, as you put it. What about her? She's an idiot. Well, she wasn't too crazy about you either. You should have heard the story she told afterwards. What happened, Rosie? You had an off night?
What the hell are you talking about?
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, did the little English tart, the one with the big jugs, Your Honor, have grounds to file complaint against the defendant? I submit to you that there is only one way in which this case can truly be judged. Well, Ollie did it.
No, this movie has inspired me to become a lawyer.
That scene specifically right there, hey?
Yeah, that did it for me.
Just a masterful use of logic and law and reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do that right after I get some donuts.
Ooh, donuts are great. Donuts.
How you doing out there, stud?
And open it. Lock.
Well, you opened it when Ollie was in there. Maybe we should put Ollie back in.
Well,
It's the first time he's seen a naked woman.
Hey, Ollie!
Yeah.
Why don't you go out and give Rosie a hand?
That was a real good joke. That was well worthwhile. He did untie himself in the end.
Yeah, he got it.
Your feet, yes, you can. Ollie, you can, Ollie. That's it. Yes, you can.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was very easy. Never mind.
Charlie should be a motivational speaker.
You cut him up.
Ollie, now I want you to go into the barn and unhook the electrical cable. Hey, Ollie! Why don't you go up and give Rosie a hand? Hey, Rosie! I'll send Ollie out there, give you a few hints.
Who's killing Rosie?
Wow. We have our first murder.
Wow, okay.
Hey, what's the score? No strikes, no balls. Oh, yeah, and don't forget about Eve and Charlotte. There's a friend of yours out there seems to be having a lot of...
Yeah, shut the hell up.
And what's the one?
Blew his fucking guts out. Let's go back on that. He blew his guts out.
Seems to be having a lot of...
Wham, shoulder. Wham, guts. And closes the windows because he doesn't want any bugs to get in.
And you'll notice that lawyer didn't have time to make an objection.
Yeah. You know what? This movie's inspired me to become a rooftop sniper.
Rosie, no!
Oh, no, it's not Rosie. It's a murderer. Oh, well, come right in then.
Ollie, get over to the porch and get the shotgun. Ollie, get going. Get the shotgun on the porch.
But I thought you wanted him to unhook the electricity. You're giving him a lot of tasks here.
Hey, you just sit in your cage relaxing there, Charlie.
That door's really trying to burst open. Do you think it's a ghost?
Oh, there's a human hand there. Yeah, stab. That scream sounded like the He-Man, I have the power
Kind
sound.
of did, yeah. That effect was cool too, with the hand stab and the blood.
Yeah, pretty good. That was the whole budget of the movie.
Now, John Candy committed a cardinal sin of horror movies. He had sex.
That's true. He's the only one who's had sex here.
That's it, Ollie. Now bring the shotgun over here.
Oh, he's gonna blow Charlie away, isn't he?
Oh, he's gonna get blown away.
Ollie, watch out behind you.
Oh,
Blew someone away.
getting laid. He's slaying killers.
Slaying killers, slaying pussy. This guy's just all over the place. Slaying hero sandwiches.
Charlie!
Man, oh man.
I killed him!
This should have been the start of the movie.
The murderer's got to be really upset with this because, he did all that strangling work.
Yeah, and he went to all that trouble of like wearing a mask and trying to like conceal himself and be cool. Next thing you know, they're killing each other.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
No.
Okay, that's crap. I thought that he killed Charlie right there.
Thought so too, because the way Charlie kind of fell.
Yeah, let's see that one more time. Okay, how is that not
It's
Charlie
all over.
being killed?
No.
What happened?
Yeah, it looked like he was shot and then electrocuted. But I said it all just turns out fine for old Charlie.
This must be an alternate ending. That's it? It's the next day?
Yeah, everybody's ready now. Everybody's chill.
Everybody forgot about the kidnapping. Other crimes were committed, took over the news.
Well, one of her kidnappers is her ex-boyfriend. One of her kidnappers is a person she just had sex with. The other two are dead, so like, what's really the problem here?
Yeah. It's kind of a draw.
Yeah, draw. Everybody comes out even.
I'm sure you stay back in the woods. Cut off anyone trying to escape out the back way. Over.
Look, Sergeant, it's my wife. I want to know what's going on.
This poor bastard. It's his wife. And he's like, what the hell is happening? I was just having a fun clown party last night, and now all of a sudden... Man.
Well, why don't you put some men in the woods behind the place?
It's a good idea.
Here, take a look at this.
Can't figure out what's going on. There's only one way to find out. Come on, let's do it.
Only one way to find out. Rolling their guns blazing.
Nope.
Sergeant, you better cover the barn. There's a loft up there. Excuse me, please. Now listen, are you all right? Now listen.
Hurts my eyes too, Jordan.
Painful to see.
Got another body over here.
So what's the final number of clown murders that occurred here? We had the
Two.
one guy,
Well-
yeah. We had the one guy being killed by John Candy
Yeah.
and like kind of
We had-
strangled a little bit by the murderer.
Yeah, strangled half to death by the murderer.
It's just like, you know what? Get on your way. You're get off here. Go on, you scamp.
Well, the murderer shot a guy twice.
Yeah, and that was a good one. Why didn't he? I guess because he was talking too much. But why didn't he do the same to the other guy?
I don't know.
How much of a murderer? So half of the
No, maybe
murderers
just-
and the clown murders can be attributed to a clown, and the other half can be
Yeah.
attributed to John Candy.
Yes.
Not a great ratio.
No, it's more like clown murder.
Yeah, you really want to see the ratio skew to more clown murders than civilian murders.
You want to let us in on the joke?
Do you know the guys who were killed?
She'll be all right. Just leave her alone. Thank you. Just stand back, please.
Ignore the smell of semen.
I am.
Please stand back. Look, she's my wife. Now stand back. Thank you. Please give her room. She'll be fine. She'll be all right.
No, this is not. No. Cannot be the end. I don't accept this. Yeah. So he was the clown then. That's supposed to mean something to us?
The apartment, Stan.
Oh, I see. Okay. So the two of them were the clown then. Okay, well, why don't we leave the grounds of the theater here while that plays out, and we'll retreat back to our own screen. Well, I think we can both agree that that was horrible.
It was the really bad, not good movie.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened. I don't know why anything happened there. But there were 2 murders, which is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah. I suppose one would probably get pled down to manslaughter.
Yeah. The other one was just like he aimed from the roof, so that's got to count as a murder.
Yeah, that's a murder. But probably never be convicted on it.
Yeah.
John Candy might serve time for that one. Who knows?
I think he'd serve time for it, for sure.
But at least he got to experience sex.
Yeah, good for him. And not just donuts, even though that was what was on his mind during the sex.
Mm-hmm. Although that guy's, the guy who was married to the lady is going to be none too happy when he discovers his wife is not a virgin.
Yeah, that seemed to be important to him for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for joining us on this journey. If you watched all the way to the end. If you watched a little bit, well, thank you for joining us on that part of the journey.
Yeah. Please consider subscribing. That'd be cool if you want to help support
Yeah.
us that way. We are going onwards and upwards. We're rocketing towards the next milestone. So
Yeah, the next milestone is just in reach.
Right.
Once we hit that milestone, then we can plan for our future milestones.
So thanks to everyone who supports the channel.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We appreciate
Thank you.
you. Thanks for being around. You know what? Come to the chat. Come chat with us. We wanna respond to you. So
Yeah, maybe you got some comments you can put
Yeah.
down there.
maybe
We'd be
we're
happy to say
idiots.
hi.
We're idiots. We admit that readily. So maybe there's something we
Yeah.
missed during this movie that ties it all together. And this is actually cinematic genius.
And you're smart, so come hang out with us.
Hey, I don't want to say. Maybe they're not smart. Maybe they're idiots too. I don't know. But they might have seen something that we missed.
Sure. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for watching.
Bye bye, everybody.